Hello, happy Wednesday. Yes, I still haven't done that calendar. What in the world? Okay, happy Wednesday. Boy, I really don't pay attention, do I? Today's video is going to be about paying attention. I scheduled, again, the video to be posted at, I got done editing and everything last night about 2:30, 3 o'clock. Again, ADHD, insomnia, and menopause. I got it all. I've always been a night owl. Anyways, but I scheduled the post to go out, well, this morning, because I still consider it my day if I don't go to sleep. Where day, I think it was 19, was, yesterday. It was still day 19 yesterday at 3 o'clock in the morning. I yet again messed up in posting. That's why you are getting 2 videos in one day again. It seems like yesterday, after I was watching it, when I realized that I boo-booed again. I didn't have my stuff together, which I never do anyways. I was all over the place. I started out one conversation, went to another conversation. It was just chaos. I just wanted to, while I'm kind of rearranging my stuff since I didn't plan on anything today, I wanted to address that elephant in that room. It wasn't really an elephant. And probably nobody else, maybe nobody else realized it. Oh, no wonder. I did not take my medication this morning. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I will be right back because I am going to go get my brain medicine. Be right back. Hopefully that's better. So as I was saying, yesterday was all over the place. I had decided to take what my doctor calls a medication vacation from my brain meds. And then around, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I decided to start up again just because I couldn't focus on trying to, this 75 hard challenge YouTube edition is hard. But it's mainly hard because while I started, see, what was I talking about? Back to what I was saying. I decided to take the medication vacation. And then a couple weeks ago, I noticed that it was getting harder and harder with the 75 hard YouTube edition because I was literally all over the place. And with the way that my brain works, you've seen me try to sit and plan out the week. And I have this calendar, I have that calendar, I have the calendar downstairs, I have one on my phone. I try to think about or decide what to do for the next day, or I try and think about what we're going to do that day. And if I sit down on Sunday and plan the week out and write in on my planner what content I want to do for that week, when something like my dad's appointment comes in the middle of the day, or having to run somebody somewhere, it throws me off very easily. And it was never this way. I've struggled with it I've struggled with it a lot the last 2 years. And my doctor says that that's probably has a lot to do with my age and trying to navigate the new diagnosis of ADHD and trying not to get overwhelmed, because I now have a new role in the family, and that is to take care of my parents. Even though you would think that it would be easy because I am a stay-at-home mom, I homeschool my kids, but it just throws me off. And I don't know how to control it to get it back on track. So what I tried to do is I tried to plan everything out. 2 things popped up this week, which was Sophia's dress, and today I had to take my mom to go pick up meds. But my dad's appointment was already on the schedule, so that wasn't something new. But the other 2 kind of were. Where I get thrown off is I'm trying to do that, whatever is getting given to me in that day, which is dress shopping my dad and my mom. And I'm also trying to work in a new routine for us to clean every day. So that way we're not scrambling if we're having company. We don't have to take all day to do something, and that the house is just clean and easier to clean, quicker to clean. Because when I was younger, the way that it would work is I would do dishes and stuff like that during the week when I would come home from school. But Saturdays and Sundays were always cleaning day. And that meant like scouring the bathroom, scouring the kitchen, doing the heavy dusting, things like that. That always got in yard work. That always got done on Saturday and Sunday. We'd get up super early to do said chores, but of course that was after Saturday morning cartoons. Then you would have the rest of your day. I was talking to Sophia about that the other day, how that part is still ingrained in me. Before I made the daily cleaning list, I was still in that mindset of Saturdays and Sundays were cleaning days. It really doesn't. Yes. Oh, hello. Hello, the papas. Hello. It doesn't have to work that way. Every day is a Saturday or Sunday. Instead of taking a whole day or 2 days to clean, it seems a little bit better to do it a little bit every day. I have to remember to give myself grace that if something like my dad's appointment comes up, or Sophia's shopping, or my mom, needing for me to take her to go get her meds, comes up in a day, and I don't get said daily chore done, it can wait. It's not something that has to get done. Because if we keep up on it, then it is clean enough that I can skip it for a day. Does that make sense? The stuff that I didn't do on the day we went dress shopping, which was vacuuming the second floor and the couches, I didn't do that on dress day, but today was also vacuum the third floor and second floor. I did that today. I have to remember that I have to give myself the out or the grace to not do the chore for that day. And yesterday was kitchen towels and couch blankets, and it was brush Flynn, and there was something else on there. Oh, do the stairs, vacuum the stairs, which I hate having carpeted stairs, especially when you have 3 floors. But I digress, and someday that will change. I didn't do the stairs, but I know that the stairs will get done just next week. I did do the towels and the couch blankets. Those are done. And Flynn got brushed. Those things got done yesterday, just a little bit later than I wanted them to get done. And that's because my dad's appointment was right in the middle of the day. I am grateful and thankful that I'm able to do this stuff for my parents. Do not get me wrong that I am complaining that I have to take my dad to go get, to go to the doctor's office, or I have to take my mom to go get her medication, which is just down the street. That is not it at all. I am not complaining about that. I am thankful that I have that opportunity to do that for my dad because he's still here. I know that the severity of his strokes could have been so much worse. So I'm grateful that I can do this for him. It means he's still here for me to do this for him. I'm grateful that I can do this for my mom because she couldn't do stuff like this for her mom. Her mom my mom and dad are from a little town in Nebraska. And all of the family, except for them, has stayed in Nebraska or close surrounding areas. My dad joined the Navy, which is what brought them to California. I was one of those kids who flew at a very, very outrageously young age by myself because I would go back to Nebraska to spend the summers with my grandparents, my family. And that was just how it was back then. My brother did the same thing. And we would visit as often as we could. Again, both of my parents had full-time jobs. And so it was kind of tough for us to make it a family trip for all of us to go out to visit for any length of time, really. Every winter, my grandparents, as they got older, would become snowbirds. And they would come to San Diego and they would drive their motorhome and they would come and stay with us for the winter. And that was so much fun. But it made it tough when my grandparents got older. For my mom to be so far away. And I get emotional because when we found out that my grandfather was fighting cancer and it was not looking good, we decided that my mom and I would drive back to Nebraska to spend time with him. My grandma at that point was living in a assisted living home because she had her own health issues. We went to spend the summer trying to help my grandfather get stronger, is what we thought. And it only went downhill. While we were there, we did as much as we could with my grandmother, picking her up from the home to bring her to spend the day with us. But at that point, she had become so dependent and comfortable on the assisted living, nursing home, whatever you want to call it, that it was just easier for us to visit her there. And unfortunately, during our time there, my grandfather, he passed away. Many years ago. But he was the guy. Sorry. But he was the guy of the family. And so when we lost him, the glue went away. And boy, did it go away. I'll talk about him another day. And I apologize. This is not the way I wanted this video to go. But it's my channel and I cry if I want to. But this is me, and I am introducing you to me. Like we've said in other videos, I cry a lot. And I cry all the time when it comes to my grandfather and my grandmother. Anyways, while we were there that summer, my grandfather passed away. And we knew that this was going to be a division of the family. Because there was not that one person to keep us all together anymore. And because we had lived in California, it was like we were cut off from both sides of the family, meaning my dad's side and my mom's side. Just because both of their families, all of them, they all lived in the same town or surrounding towns. We were the only ones that lived far. So when my grandfather died, the glue released. We knew that it wouldn't be long after Grandpa passed that my grandma would pass. It wasn't. I had it. But when my grandmother passed, we weren't able to get there. The family moved it quickly. All of that to say that I'm grateful that we are as close as we are as a family. And that family includes the 6 of us, which is me, my husband, my 2 kids. That's another thing I'm going to talk about. Me and my husband and our 2 kids, my parents, and my brother. I had said it in the video last night that both of my parents allowed me to go back and forth. There was never a closed door to me or my brother. Inevitably, we would move back home. I'm grateful that my parents live here with me. That way I can take care of them as they are aging, and with their medical issues that they've had. Again, I'm grateful that I can take my mom where she needs to go. I love that she is able to enjoy Vegas with us. Anyways, I stopped doing what I was doing, which was coordinating my stuff. All of that to say, completely different tangent, that when things come up, I have to remember that my brain does not work like everybody else's. But now I know that there's a reason for it. Not that I was broken, even though I'm different. I've always been different. we know why I'm different. It just explains a lot about who I am and why I am the way that I am. Even though I am in my 50s, you can teach an old dog new tricks. That's what we're trying to do. We are trying to teach this old dog that things can change and things will change. You always have to overcome and adapt. I am also trying to be more mindful about my parents' situations medically, and not get easily frustrated when, issues arise or things change. I have to remember that they can't control anything either. If the bathroom doesn't get scrubbed today, it doesn't get scrubbed. It will get scrubbed at some point, but it's just not today because I have to do XYZ in order for mom or dad, to, I don't know, fill in the blank. It's all a learning process, and I'm slowly learning to give myself the grace that if something doesn't get done that I had planned to do, then it doesn't get done. When hubby's here, it is legitimately we don't plan nothing. You fly by the seat of your pants. It's as soon as you wake up, this is what we're doing today. Or I have to do this, and we'll be, more than likely, we'll be out all day long. I've been trying to be that way also when he's not here. It worked up until a couple years ago, like I said, that it was okay that I didn't have everything written down. Nothing was scheduled as far as, the household chores or, I wasn't doing YouTube then, so it wasn't, making content. And that's another thing, is that the 75 hard is hard. It's hard to make daily content. And I try to remember that YouTube is not only a place where I'm trying to connect a community, to let somebody else know that if, this is going on in your life, you're not alone. If, you see yourself in me or my family in any way, you're not alone in feeling that, this way or that way. If you're a military wife and your, husband is stationed elsewhere, you're also not alone. Homeschooling mom, stay-at-home mom, caring for your elderly parents, all of that. I want a community where we can come together for no matter what it is, and lift each other up. 75 hard is hard, but it's hard because I'm making it hard because of the community that I am trying to grow. I'm trying not to be repetitious. Sundays are going to be post on the board day because I'm pretty much doing the same thing every Sunday. I'm, rest and reset. I'm planning. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm, enjoying my time with Sophia or my son. Or there will be occasionally days that we do decide to do something on a Sunday. Those days I will record, and those days I will post. But Sundays are going to be the same thing over and over again. And that doesn't mean that I always will post on the board that day, whether it's pictures or a poll or, something. I just don't want you to get tired of seeing the same thing over and over and over again. So I am giving myself that grace, that opportunity to not have to post on that day unless I want to, especially a video. But that doesn't mean that I won't. I'm just giving myself the opportunity or the permission to not feel like I have to on a Sunday. And who knows, you know, the week may be a bunch of story times. It may be me cleaning the same bathroom over and over again. It may be almost the same conversations every time. I'm hoping not. That's why I have the jars, to keep it all fresh and new. But I hope that you join us on it. Comment. Let me know if something like this has happened to you. Or even if you have a suggestion on something that will help my father, make life a little bit more manageable and easy for him. I want it to be that as a community. We're here for each other. I am just sharing my part of the story in this little part of the world. And I really do hope that you join us on the journey of navigating, a whole new way of life. And as hubby, comes home to visit or retires or whatever happens with the world currently, I want to take you on that journey so that, again, not only my kids can see what happened at that point in our lives, you can see it too and not feel alone. I hope that you are subscribed to the channel and that the bell notification is clicked so that you do see when I post something, even if it is at 3 o'clock in the morning or 2 videos in one day because I boo-booed. And I would love comments. I do my best to get to the comments that day. But again, with recording every day, I may not get to it that day, but I will get to it. I hope that all of this blah, 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 blah helps you not feel alone, gives you an insight to me and my family, and makes sense. Because I am sure that this, yet again, was all over the place. And I am sure that while I am editing, I will find out if any of this made any sense and followed a storyline. I am also going to be sitting down and trying to do better at the videos, creating hooks and storylines and working on thumbnails and getting better at all of this stuff. If you've been here since the beginning, thank you so very much. I appreciate you. If you're now just joining us, thank you very much. I appreciate you. And if at any point, I know there's going to always be room for improvement, but you have any suggestions on how I can improve the channel, please let me know. If you like this style of content where I just kind of word vomit and say whatever's in this, brain of mine, then let me know. Or if you want something that's more structured, let me know. I've often thought that maybe I should put a vlog number, whatever number it is, in the thumbnail or in the title. But again, I'm just learning, and so I don't know if that is copacetic with the YouTubes. Let me know. Talk to me. Give me your feedback on how you think it's going, what I could change, what could be better. Don't be ugly. That's what I ask. Don't be ugly. Don't be mean. Don't be ugly. If that is what you're here for, you can move on. I am from, born in the 70s and grew up in the 80s and the 90s. I know how to handle myself and the ugliness. I've handled ugliness all of my life, and I will continue to do so in this world. But let's try to be nice. Try to put that energy out there. Constructive criticism. I hope this made some sense. And I hope that you have a great Wednesday. Oh my God. Can you believe that February is almost over? Like, we are halfway done with February. It was just Christmas. I don't understand. Anywho, I hope you have a great day or evening or whenever this actually posts. And I will see you mañana. Take care. Bye.